What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I've got one from the glorious 90s, and it is Futuresport. So, in this movie, the sport of the future is future sport. It's like lacrosse, but with hoverboards. Dean Cain is the biggest star of the league. He gets all the attention. But Wesley Snipes plays the guy who originated the sport, and it wasn't actually created as this marketable thing to make money. It started as a way for gang wars to be settled in non-violent ways, and that's kind of been glossed over though. And whenever he tries to get the word out about, hey, there's more to this game than just making money and selling tickets, he kind of gets drowned out by the people who just want to see Dean Cain and see the action of the sport itself. So Dean Cain is at the top of the list here. He's huge star in Futuresport. Anyway, he's the guy everybody wants to meet. He's the face of the league, and he runs into some problems whenever some terrorists target him into kind of like a quasi frame up. I guess that the plot here is not exactly intricate and well developed, but he instantly loses all of his profile. He kind of has to go into hiding, more or less. Loses his social clout and his financial clout, obviously. So he decides that since he's kind of lost everything, that maybe the time has come for him to not be such a selfish person and find a way to, push back the terrorists, clear his own name, and, do some good for a change in the process. I know that's a terrible synopsis, and I apologize, but that's pretty much what this movie is. This is pure 90s sci-fi action B-movie cheese. It was originally a made-for-TV movie, but when it was released on home video, it was released in an uncut version, which is 5 minutes longer. But honestly, there's no sleaze here, there's no blood here, so the extra time is just kind of devoted to, narrative and exposition and some extra sports scenes. That's it. So don't expect like a bunch of sleaze and blood, because that's not the case here. They do tease some skin, but you don't actually see it, and aside from like a busted lip, that's as bad as the violence gets. Action-wise, you have some shootouts, you have some fisticuffs, you have a lot of footage of the Futuresport itself, which again to me kind of reminds me of lacrosse, just with hoverboards and stuff. It's not the most exciting thing to watch, but at least it's kinetic, and it leads to some absolutely horrible special effects when the players need to do like crazy moves. It goes into this just god-awful CGI, and there is a ton of god-awful CGI in this movie. So depending on how you feel about 90s B movies like this, you're either going to embrace it and appreciate how terrible the effects are and how terrible the dialogue and the characters are, and it's made even, well, worse / better, because the movie tries to be serious. It tries to be sincere, deliver social commentary, which is like, what? Why would you do that with a movie like Futuresport? But anyway, the fact that it is so serious and sincere actually makes the goofiness even more goofy and makes the movie more fun. Dean Cain is here as kind of like the Wonder Bread hero. There's really not much to him. Vanessa Williams is here, but she doesn't really get a lot to do either. As kind of like a reporter who's overlooked the facts in favor of stories that would sell. And then you have the best part, which is Wesley Snipes, who has a small role, but he does pop up more than once, so it's not like he's just a cameo. He's here, several times throughout the movie. But anyway, he has fantastic dreadlocks and the worst Jamaican accent maybe ever. It's phenomenal. It adds so much to the movie. So in the end, this movie is goofy, silly, overly sincere, overly dramatic. But I liked it. It's definitely cheesy. Like super cheesy. I definitely wouldn't want to watch it very often, but if you've never seen it, it is worth a look. I don't know if this was supposed to be a pilot that was going to launch a TV series or what, but I cannot even imagine what a train wreck that would have been. So if you're a fan of 90s sci-fi B movies, this is pretty much one you really need to see. It's got a bunch of 90s talent in it. It's got terrible 90s style visual effects. It's an interesting it's an interesting like rollerblade ripoff, which nobody wanted the rollerblade remake, so certainly I don't think anybody wanted a rollerblade ripoff. But it's definitely got a lot of 90s charm and just ridiculousness to it that makes it worth a look. That's my review of Futuresport. I hope you liked it. If you want to read my full write-up of Futuresport, you can go to my website, markfusion.com. Check that out as well. It's well over 1,000 other movie reviews. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon if you want exclusive content. $5 a month gets you exclusive videos there. I'm also on Letterboxd. You can follow me there and see what might be coming up on the channel soon. Make recommendations. Tell me to boost something to the top, to the front of the line to get reviewed here. But the best way you can help me out, as like I always say, is just hit that sub button. It's a free, easy, direct way to support me, help me keep making these videos, help me keep seeking out these 90s cheese fests like Futuresport. I mean, I don't even know, man. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this. And if you like 90s cheesy B movies, there's a ton of them in my playlist here. So you can check out reviews of all kinds of them in the movie review playlist. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do sincerely appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon.